Today I'm going to give you a free digital marketing course. Now this is basically a digital marketing tutorial for beginners. We're going to go over a lot of different things here, whether you want to do digital marketing for yourself as a freelancer, an agency, or if you want to take it on as a career, or if you're just looking to know what it is, you want to wrap your head around it. We're going to go over a lot of topics today, hopefully answer all of your questions, but if you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below so I can get back to you. And if you want to join a community of millennials sharing the journey through business, money, and success, click subscribe right below this video. Okay, let's get into it. What is digital marketing? Digital marketing is, listen, if you are promoting yourself or a business online, you are doing digital marketing. We all do this already when we post to social media and we use hashtags to get it found, right? We're using those hashtags to promote ourselves to other people. We're using it to build our personal brands or our business in the minds of others online. Okay, so digital marketing is really simple. It's just promoting yourself or a business online. That's all it is. And there's a lot of different ways that's done. That's done through social media, like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, okay? That's done through Google. It's done through Bing, these search engines, right? That's done in all these ways. Email marketing, okay? Websites, blogs, I mean, you name it. You've seen them all. Anytime that you're on the internet and you're interacting with a business or somebody who is really building themselves up to be an expert, even if that's just on YouTube, that is digital marketing, okay? So very, very easy to do as long as you understand sort of what you are doing, right? I always tell people, digital marketing is just about being conscious of what you're doing because a lot of times we're all doing it as consumers. But enough of that. Let's talk about how you can actually make money in digital marketing, okay? And then we'll get into how you can actually execute. But the way that you make money is through either a career, working for a company, or through freelancing and running your own digital marketing agency, okay? First, we'll talk about the job market. Basically, when you work as a digital marketer, you're either working for a corporation, basically a company that sells one or a few products, right? They have a selection of products and they sell it to consumers or businesses. And then you also have the agency side, and the agency side is one company that sells to multiple other companies. Basically, they provide the marketing services to a lot of different companies. So when you're working for an agency, you're typically focused on one skill. For example, if you really like doing social media, you love getting followers and getting likes and engagement on your posts, working for an agency is doing exactly that. It's doing one thing and doing that one thing all day long, okay? Now, on the other side, when you're working for a corporation that has its own products, its own services, there you are taking on multiple skills, typically. Okay, and in that situation, you typically are not getting really deep experience in any one field. You may be doing social media one day and running ads on Google the next day, okay? Or you may be sending out email marketing newsletters or writing a blog for the website. You're doing whatever it takes to build that business's brand, its sales, its leads, things like that. So it's really important then to understand when you're going to look for a job in digital marketing, it's important to understand where you belong. Are you the kind of person that likes being an expert in one thing and that one thing alone? You really want to get to know it. Then an agency is probably for you. But if you like having something different to do every day, you don't really want to get bored with any one thing, then the corporate side is probably your best bet. Now, there are a lot of different salaries that go around on the internet. So it's when you go into these jobs, when you get an interview, it's very important to understand where your market is in terms of what your value is in your market. Okay, so listen, if you're in New York City, Cost of living is very high. Salaries reflect that cost of living, right? Same thing if you're in Los Angeles on the other side of the country. The cost of living, again, is very high, and salaries tend to be higher than they would be in, say, the Midwest or down south somewhere like Texas, okay? So it's very important to research the salaries in your market. Now, you can start off on Google, but you're going to get some crazy salary results. A lot of times, these are going to be based on the results are going to be skewed by these really metropolitan areas, like I said before, New York City, Los Angeles. So you may see higher results than what you would get if you're not actually in those really busy cities, okay? Typically for a digital marketing specialist, this is an entry-level role. You can expect anywhere from $38,000 to $60,000 to get started. And again, that's going to be dependent on where you are, depends on what your skills are. And I'm going to tell you right now how to really build yourself up, build up your resume, even if you are entry level and you want to get a job working for an agency or working for a corporation. The number one thing is to start doing, okay? I tell people this all the time, start doing. In fact, I have another video on it about this where, like I said earlier, you are always doing digital marketing when you are posting to social media. If you have a personal blog and it comes up in Google search results, okay? If you can say, my blog comes up for this specific search and there are all these other millions of results and it gets searched X amount of times per month, that's a big deal to employers. It shows them that you already have an understanding of what digital marketing is, how it works. Okay, that can be very useful for getting you a digital marketing job on the higher end of the scale. Okay, so, listen, if you can take a social media page, even if it's your own, from 300 followers to 3,000 followers and show these employers that you had this massive increase in followers, they're going to want the same thing for their business, especially if they're a smaller business. Those are great places to get into, whether you're looking to work for them, or even if you want to work for yourself as a freelancer or an agency. Okay, and we're going to talk about that now, is working as a freelancer, an agency, lot of opportunity, okay? The pizza shop down the street, the deli store down the street, the grocery store, it doesn't matter. Whatever is nearby, there are all these potential clients, and people are making a lot of money right now walking in cold, building relationships with store owners, store managers, and providing digital media services, whether it's getting them found on Google, writing a blog for their website, or simply running Facebook ads, okay? A lot of things going on right now. And that is basically what the digital marketing agency landscape is right now. And sounds really simple, also just sounds kind of, well, I don't know, you take it how you want, but it really comes down to networking, okay? If you are looking to do digital marketing, you don't want to wait for somebody to hire you, you don't want to wait to get a job, or maybe you've tried and you're not having any luck, and you want to start getting customers on your own. Networking, to be a freelancer, to have an agency is the main thing. Here's the beauty, is that you can work for multiple companies this way, okay? Let's say you have a retainer, okay? You charge each of these companies $1,000 a month, and you give them 10 hours of your time each week, okay? You're making $4,000 a month to work 40 hours a week, and you're doing it all on your own without having to go into a job office, without having to report to anyone except for your clients. So a digital marketing agency is great for a lot of people. And again, networking is a way to do that, whether you want to go to the Chamber of Commerce, whether you want to go to meetup events. You can do cold outreach, okay? Any way that you can find small business owners. Getting started with freelance work is easy these days, okay? It's not easy to network, right? You gotta really build up some confidence, have an understanding of what you want to do for people. Typically, you want to have one offering, one strong offering. I'm going to build you a website, okay? I'm going to make your Instagram beautiful. I see that you haven't posted in the last 60 days, and your customers are coming on here expecting to see that you're still in business, and how are they supposed to believe that you're not? I'm going to offer you Instagram services. I'm going to post twice a day for you, and we're going to increase your followers. We're going to hashtag it, all these different things. Whatever you think they need, right? Whatever your interest is and whatever you think they need. Don't try to sell somebody something they don't need. Working as a freelancer or as an agency is all about providing value, okay? Value means that you found a problem in their business and you want to solve it for them. Now, getting customers as a freelancer or an agency, there's other options besides networking. I don't think that you should stick to just one way of doing it, okay? There's personal branding, whether you want to create a blog or you want to go out and speak about a topic. Perhaps you had a blog that blew up and it got all these visitors, all these views, and now because you did search engine optimization, and now you want to go talk to people, right? There's personal branding that helps you build a personal brand on a local level. There's personal branding on YouTube. There's personal branding on social media. We're using hashtags, the same hashtags, to get found in those results and get people engaging with you, following you, okay? So, and I would say the other way to get yourself found is through advertising. So if you have any experience or you want to get experience doing digital marketing, just running ads to small business owners works. I mean, there's so many people using funnels these days, and I'm not going to get into, well, I guess I can get into sales funnels right now, but basically use advertisements to generate interest, gather some contact information from your customers, whether that be their email or their phone number, and follow up with them. This is a massive deal right now where people are using what are called sales funnels, okay, to get customers online. Now, this takes some practice. If you are completely new to digital marketing, this is most likely going to be out of your wheelhouse. And so either networking or personal branding might be other options. Otherwise, if you have some experience and you want to run ads, then doing that works. Now, listen, there are also plenty of small business owner groups on Facebook where you can join and you can offer services for free in order to build up your portfolio. Remember I was talking about you have to start doing in order to build up your resume, build up a portfolio. There are so many people out there who even just have ideas. They don't even have established businesses, but they need help. The reason they just have an idea is because they don't know how to get it running. They don't know how to get a website up and going. They maybe have a website, but they don't know how to get run ads on Instagram or Facebook or Google. And you can offer your time for free. I know that sounds crazy to offer your time for free, but listen, nobody has a reason to give you any money for your time unless you've proven that you can do the work. Let me say that again. Nobody will pay you for your time until you have proven that you can do the work, okay? So to start doing is very, very important. Offer your services for free to people. You don't have to put in 40 hours of work working for people for free. A simple 5 hours a week will give you enough exposure to the industry, enough exposure to different skill sets, whether that's search engine marketing, search engine optimization, social media, email newsletters, website analytics, blogs, whatever, okay? Start doing. Now, what I've described so far, working as a freelancer, working as an agency, is the current state of digital marketing, where you are serving clients. And don't get me wrong, this is always going to be around. However, the future state of digital marketing, what I believe, is going to be around selling your own products. A lot of people are figuring out how to put keywords into a web page. A lot of people are figuring out how to grow their social media pages with hashtags and things like this. And so because of that, it's no longer going to be as needed. Your services are no longer going to be as needed in the future. People are going to be able to do it for themselves. And so how does somebody who wants to work for themselves and do digital marketing every day do it for themselves, not report to somebody, not have a boss, not have a 9-to-5. They want to do it for themselves. How are they going to do that in the future? It's going to be by selling their own products online. Now, this is not an e-commerce sales pitch where, I say you need to go create some crazy website and sell, drop ship and all this stuff that you might be hearing in those Instagram ads where you can make $10,000 a month your first month and all this. Listen. The future state of a digital marketing agency is not going to be as much serving clients. It is going to be selling your own products, okay? It's going to be having a portfolio of products that speak to a certain group of people and using your digital marketing skills to reach those people and sell to them. So, do you have to go this way just now? It depends. If you want to make a quick buck, if you want to build up a portfolio, serving clients the current way works. It works. People are making money, they're making salaries off of this, but listen, if you want to get an early start, selling products online with your own e-commerce website, I believe, is the future. Now, this costs money. It takes more of an investment than to just go network with people. So there are a lot of things that you have to take into consideration, your costs, and all these other things, inventory, etc. But what are the different ways that, whatever you want to do, what are the different ways that you can do digital marketing is a big question. There's search engine optimization, okay? There's search engine marketing. I'm going to jump into all of these. There's social media, there's blogging, there's email marketing, there's website analytics, there's advertising. There are a lot of things going on in digital marketing these days, which is why sometimes people just want to pick one skill and become an expert in that one thing, because otherwise it can get really overwhelming. But now I'm going to break down each of these channels one by one. I don't want this to be too confusing. Again, this is a broad digital marketing course. It's a tutorial, okay? So listen, search engine optimization, let's start there, is when you use keywords, phrases, keywords being things that your customers search for on Google, on Bing, right? Putting those keywords onto your website so that people find your website when they search it. Google sees that you have the keywords on your website and they say, well, that's a relevant match. I'm going to show the user this website, okay? That's the very basic description of search engine optimization, or SEO, and we all know, and a lot of us know that already. But what people don't usually like to spend their time on, or maybe what they don't realize is so important, is link building, okay? Getting backlinks to your website. What do I mean by that? I mean finding other relevant websites to put hyperlinks in their web pages that lead their customers to you. Now, why would they do this? They would do this for a variety of reasons. If you're in business, then they may be a partner of your business. They may be somebody that's relevant. And if you're a blogger, and I'll go more in depth in those. And if you're a blogger, then it's perhaps that you're just providing more content, right? Look, search engine optimization comes down to two things. It comes down to the keywords and it comes down to the link building. Now, how do you do those two things? You do those two things by writing content for your web pages, okay? Whether that's having a blog or whether that's just having a page that describes your services or your product details, it doesn't matter. A blog typically works really well for businesses because it allows them to have long-form content that then seems authoritative in the eyes of Google. And we all want to refer our friends or family to experts, which is why Google wants to do the same. They want to refer people to experts. So the more content you have, the more relevant your keywords are, the more links coming back to your website, the more of an expert that you're perceived to be in the eyes of Google. So the way that search engine optimization is done, having content on your site, having keywords in there that your customers search for, and then having other websites link to that content. There are tools out there, keyword research tools that help you find the right keywords, and there are other tools out there that can help you find websites that are relevant to yours, that have content similar to yours, so that you can go out, you can find these people, you can even get contact information out of these tools and reach out to these people and sort of develop a partnership, right? I was talking about networking earlier and the importance of that in digital marketing, no matter what you do. Networking with other websites in order to provide value to them, right? If you have a piece of content that is sort of an extension to something they have already wrote, then that gives them reason to link to your website. And I can go deeper on this. Actually, I have another video on search engine optimization, so you can check that out. I'll put a link below to that video on SEO. Talks about what it is, how it works, things like that. So check that out in the link. Search engine marketing. Not to get too boring on Google here, but listen, sometimes you're in a really competitive market and a business doesn't have time or resources to grow organically, for their website to show up for free in search results, right? So they need to pay to get that premium placement at the top of search results. Okay, this is where Google Ads comes in. Google Ads are very important for many businesses because you tell them these are the relevant keywords, the relevant phrases that my customers search, and anytime people search those words or phrases, I want my ad to show up on the top of Google. This costs money, okay? But you only pay when somebody clicks on your ad, and that's the beauty of it. It's real. That piece is very beneficial for many businesses because they don't have to waste a lot of time and money on testing out ideas to see what works. They only pay when somebody clicks. And so, generally speaking, search engine marketing is simply running ads in Google through Google Ads. That's the platform. To get it found at the top. They don't always show up at the top, but you get it. And you pay it's called cost per click. You pay anytime somebody clicks on your ad. Moving on from Google and search engines, let's talk about social media. Now, I've talked earlier about social media marketing, and listen, there's any different platform that you're using, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, I don't care what it is. Any of these social media channels, YouTube, all fall into this category, and it's an exciting category because there are so many billions of users, and these people are very, very active in terms of watching video, liking posts, following pages that prove to offer value on a daily basis. And that value doesn't have to be entertainment. I know for a lot of us, we perceive value as entertainment. That's sort of the top thing. That's sort of at the top of our minds, right? But but make that value that you offer to your customers relevant to your industry. Okay, so providing that value, because no matter what you do to get people to find you, if you don't have a good page, you don't have quality posts, people don't have a reason to really follow you, right? If you're not engaging them. So that's the number one thing. And quality goes across a lot of different aspects of digital marketing, no matter what channel you're using. I mean, you can't write a blog that's 3 words because Google's going to say that's not quality, right? Quality, no matter what you're doing in digital marketing, is important, especially on social media. You can use hashtags to get it found. You can create a business profile on things like Instagram, okay? Using hashtags is very important. Being on there daily, being consistent, and what a lot of people fail to do is actually respond to people who engage with them, okay? And that's really important because engagement on social media, on a lot of channels, engagement is very important. Engagement being comments, as something as simple as comments. When people comment on your posts, if you can respond to them that gives them reason to comment again on other posts. It gives other people reason to comment. It's not like their opinion is going out into thin air, getting lost in cyberspace, right? Engaging with your followers on social media is very important. Being active, okay? The best way to be active, if you're going to start using social media for your business or to build your personal brand, one of the easiest ways to constantly be active is to put in the work up front. Develop a content calendar, a simple Excel spreadsheet that has a list of dates and a list of content and a column of content that you're going to post on each of those dates. You can take that content, you can put it into a free tool like Hootsuite, which automates the process of posting so that every day your posts are going up across all these different channels. That consistency allows you to sort of build a brand, right? Whether it's a business brand or a personal brand. I mean, you got to be in front of people. You have to be constantly building up that perception in their head of what you do and why you're better than any other option in the market. Let's step aside from social media. Let's talk about blogging and websites. Website development is crucial. I mean, I don't think I need to explain the importance of having a website these days, especially having a mobile website. Nobody wants to pick up their phone and see a website that they have to scroll on, right? That they have to sort of use your fingers to zoom in and everything. You want a website that's going to sort of expand on phones and be mobile responsive. A lot of website builders out there already provide this. Wix.com, and there's WordPress themes that are mobile responsive. A lot of options out there. Make sure that whatever website you build, it is mobile responsive. I still see people launching websites that are not mobile friendly. Big mistake. Okay. The rate of people who are going to leave your website immediately when they come on from a phone is astronomical compared to having a mobile-friendly website. Very important. That being said, there are still so many businesses out there that don't have that don't have mobile-friendly websites, that don't have well-designed websites to begin with. So if you're looking to go down the freelancing route, if you're looking to have your own agency brand, offering website development is still a very good market. There are plenty of people who need it. All you have to do is gather up a list of the businesses in your local area, search them. I guarantee you're going to find people who have websites that really need to be fixed up, okay? Now, blogging is also very important in digital marketing, and there's a reason for that. The branding aspect. You give people a reason to come back, to listen to you, to build yourself up as a thought leader, whether that's yourself or whether that is another business. Blogging is very important for the aspect of branding, and it's important for other things like search engine optimization, right? Again, Google wants to see really authoritative content, somebody that's an expert, before they can really move them up the search results and put them at the top. Use your blogs to write quality content. Again, I can't say this enough. There's too many people that just want to put something out to put it out. Listen, quality content requires you to be an expert in a topic. And if you're not an expert in digital marketing yet, but you're sort of learning the skills, don't write about digital marketing. Write about something that you do. If you're a swimmer, if you like to swim, write about swimming, okay? If you are really into photography, write about photography. Write tutorials, write, do like a journalism type of approach. I mean, any idea you can come up with to write quality content that adds value to people in your industry, do that, okay? Building up your digital marketing skills, really, it's not about trying to be something that you're not. It's so much easier to learn these skills and build them up when you're talking about something that you are an expert in already. And we're all an expert in something. I mean, even if you just know how to sit on the couch and watch TV all day, you're an expert at relaxation. I can't do that. Okay, I can't sit on the couch for more than an hour without getting distracted and going doing things. Tell me how I can relax myself, how if I need to go get a bag of chips and just sit there doing that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about email marketing next. Email marketing, there are plenty of email marketing tools, platforms, whatever you want to call it. There's MailChimp, for example, okay, Constant Contact. These are tools you need. First of all, you need an email tool if you're going to do email marketing because these tools will send out your email to your lists. Let's break down how email marketing works. Email marketing works by getting a list of email addresses, okay? You want to get those email addresses ethically, legally. You don't want to buy lists, okay? Running some ads or driving a lot of traffic to a website and then using those sources to capture people's contact information works really well. Typically, we all fall for this all the time where maybe you see a white paper or you see a video online, it's being advertised to you, you click on it, and in order to download it, you have to provide your email address, right? That is a way to build up a list, as long as you're transparent with people and you let them know, hey, look, when you give me your email address, I will be using it for marketing communication purposes, things like that. Again, you have to follow legal and ethical standards, but email marketing comes down to building up a list and then loading that list into some kind of software, again, like MailChimp or Constant Contact, and launching an email out to all those people. Again, this email needs to add value. Typically, people do a newsletter, and it's related to the thing that those people know you for. So if you have a blog on photography and a lot of the people who read your blog and end up subscribing to your email newsletter, send them relevant things, okay? Offer value to them. If you sell products, if you sell courses, you can offer discounts, you can offer specials, things like this. Email marketing just comes down to gathering lists, writing valuable content for promotions, for informational purposes, and then launching it out to those people. And the last thing I'll get into here is website analytics. This is a big part of digital marketing. It's important if you're just doing digital marketing for yourself. It's important if you're doing it for other businesses, as a freelancer or as an employee. Analytics, you can't be successful online without data. Data to describe how your website is performing, to describe how your ads are performing, to describe how your social media is performing, to describe how your email marketing is performing, okay? Digital analytics is massive. Basically, how it works is, it goes by channel, really. On a website, you might be looking at the number of people that came to your website, how much time they spent on your website, how many things they bought, how many pages they looked at. There are a million ways that you can break down digital analytics. If it's through advertisements, then you're concerned about the amount of impressions or views. You're concerned about clicks, the cost per click, the cost per 1,000 impressions. Doing digital analytics comes down to first understanding business objectives, understanding what am I doing with this channel. So again, if you're writing a blog and you're writing 5,000 words, scroll depth would be very important to you because you want to see, am I writing in a way that captures people's attention and holds that attention 25% down the way, 25% through the page? Am I holding them 50% of the way through the page? Am I holding them all the way to the bottom of the content? Are they reading all the way through? Are they scrolling all the way through? Okay, for a blog, something like scroll depth in that case would be an important analytic, an important KPI, an important metric, whatever you want to call it. Digital analytics comes down to having a specific business objective in mind and then measuring against it. And no matter what you want to measure, there's probably some kind of metric out there for it. Google Analytics is an extremely valuable tool for digital analytics. It will tell you everything regarding your website. You can connect it to your social media, your advertisements, and understand how your performance how your brand is performing on those other channels and how those channels are driving traffic into your business. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn all provide their own analytics as well if you want to get them from the source. Is in digital marketing where you can be involved. Digital marketing is just promoting your business online, promoting your personal brand online, whether that's through social media, search engines, websites, email, things like that. The different areas of digital marketing include search engine marketing, search engine optimization, social media, email marketing, website management, website development, and digital analytics. If you want to get involved in digital marketing, the best thing to do is either work for a company or work for yourself. Working for a company, again, you can either work for a corporation that sells its own products, its own services, or you can work for an agency that has multiple clients. They help all these different clients with their marketing. On the agency side, again, you're going to become really skilled in one thing. For example, digital analytics. On the corporate side, you're going to wear multiple hats. You're going to do social media one day, website management the next. And so you may never become an expert in any one thing because you don't go too deep, but you do get a broad knowledge base. So, yeah, listen, if this video gave you any value, hit that like button for me. If you have questions about any of this, I know this is sort of a broad overview. Again, I really just wanted this to be a digital marketing tutorial for beginners. And I'm really glad that I was just sort of able to provide a free digital marketing course for you. But if you have other ideas for courses, please put them in the comments below. I will definitely do them. Or maybe something where I can go in depth, like a social media marketing course, really dive into it and what's involved, instead of just giving a high level overview like I did today. If you want to join a community of millennials sharing the journey through business, money, and success, click subscribe. I post new videos every week. So again, if you want to be part of that, click subscribe and hit that notification bell so YouTube notifies you every time I put up a new video.